like music right now, I'm very proud, especially of hip hop and R&B right now. I'm really proud of y'all. Like the events, I feel like it's a higher level of unity. I think y'all showing up to eat for each other is amazing. What I will say is, I think musicians and independent artists are doing pretty good right now comparatively, and y'all are really getting better at like supporting each other and kind of showing up. It ain't everybody, you know, but at least the ones that I've seen that are willing to. I think maybe we have more work and unity we have to do in the area of like maybe venues and promoters and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't think our scene is where it could be, but I think it's getting closer and better than when it was a few years ago. I know like they always talk about like how it was in like the 80s and the 90s and stuff. I feel like there's a potential to start getting back to that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think the main problem was that we have is we don't have the right resources for us. And I always blame the artists. I tell them that us as a whole, we lack unity. We lack music business. We lack understanding in coming together and even building something. Because here, from you being somebody that studies music, what do you think we need to do as a whole, as a music scene, to have the scene evolve? What is you seeing from just the basic level?
I think the very first thing is artists have to determine, are you doing music for fun? Or are you doing music for business? Because if you're doing music for business, you guys have to start putting more respect on your names in terms of your brands. And you have to start treating yourself like a walking business, right? Like Starboy, you're Starboy, but Starboy means something. That's a brand. So Starboy should have his business license. He should have his LLC. He should have a business bank account, a contract template, a rate. He should have an EPK, and he should have that solid team so that he has the foundation so that when he goes to promoters and venues in those places, they can't take advantage, right? You know what your worth is and what that expectation is. And then I think also showing y'all how to monetize yourselves in different ways, whether it's hosting your own event and charging, or how you digitally sell your music, or your different platforms like YouTube and things like that. I think it's just a matter of reminding artists that like that's a business and you have to learn business and treat it like a business if you want people to respect it and respond to you like a business. You got to come at them how you want them to come at you. It's like a two-parter.
Definitely. Now, talking about business here, I personally feel like, sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the day.
Yeah, I know. I watch I'll be watching your videos.
I start tripping. So I feel like for the longest here, promoters did not value artists when it comes to even compensation part. Now, the reason why I said that, I've seen that there's even the event that you organize now, because I have been working with you since back then.
Yeah.
But now I have what I really like about, even though back then I was getting paid now. I was getting, you was
okay, look.
Maybe it was little.
Y'all put it on record. Maybe I didn't pay the most.
Little more.
But I did, okay? So let's start with saying maybe not the most, but I did.
My only one I got ever got mad at Jasmin for, I don't know if you did this or the team did this. Yeah, gave me $80 because I stayed at the event, at one event. Y'all took $20 more for sitting at the event. I don't know if you did.
I don't remember.
Or somebody else did.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember, but I will be the first to admit, and this is my boundary. I am the queen of like when I break down contracts and times, I'm like 15 minutes for this. He was late, and let me tell you, I totally understand. It makes people mad. But for me, it's like that has to be my organizer, promoter challenge to myself. Be like, if we say 7 o'clock, 10 minutes set from 7 o'clock to 7:10, that person comes at 7:08. I gotta be mean and be like, I'm so sorry you missed it. Like I'm sorry. I know you're hurt, but on the flip side, I feel like maybe that's why we have better respect. It's like we always try to do something, right? So I'll be like, okay, maybe we could do a little bit of money and some tickets. Maybe we could put your face on a flyer. But I think sometimes for some promoters, it's not always a matter of not valuing an artist. I think sometimes that's also business training over there too. Is like teaching people who put on events how to think outside the box with compensation. Like you can do money, you can do tickets, you can do a merchandise booth, you can do a shout out, just something that will convert to a value for their business. And so for me, I do try. I don't know, like I myself am still learning like what makes sense. I've had some artists say like, I love you, Jasmin, but I value myself at this amount and I can't do it. And I'm like, you know what? I can't do nothing but respect that. Do you want to come to the event still and just have a ticket to, support? So I think it goes into like respecting both ways. Like if you said, I'm not about to do that, you know what? I respect it. And that's just the balance. But I think for some artists too, it's being okay to walk away and say, maybe that ain't the thing for you. Maybe you're not going to perform there. Maybe you don't even want to be there. It's not the thing for you. And then from the art standpoint, as a event planner, there's always things to learn. And there's always ways that we can, do better. And that's why I would love to have more of those conversations and supports too.
Definitely. Now, before I dove off, yeah, definitely. With that, because the thing I see with many promoters, right? Their mindset is, okay, I'm doing these people a favor, so I'm bringing them here to do this, so I don't have to pay them or compensate them or anything. And not only that, my other thing that I see, when we get to the venues, they don't value us. To them, it's like they are doing us a favor to just come and perform. And then I remember my problem with the promoters, the Yankee promoters that were over there at one venue. They was charging. I performed for them several times, and they never gave me nothing. And they are charging money to take from the door. But one event, I was in part of the event. Then I came to the event, and they wanted to charge me. I say, okay, what about the times I performed for you guys and I didn't get no compensation? But now you want to charge me to get into your establishment. How does that work? So I went home and I made a video that they are collecting money. What was their purpose of collecting the money and not helping? But they was not able to say anything about that. They deflected and deflected and deflected. And I have dealt with that with several other promoters that will tell me. And another thing I'll see, when they notice that you want to ask for compensation or stuff like that, they go to other way. Like Riley and Militant did that to me before. Oh, B-Bad did that to me.
Oh goodness. Before. Okay.
So but you, I seen this last event. You send a contract and you say every artist is gonna get paid. I see that with my own two eyes. I don't say nothing I didn't see. I only say things I see with my own two eyeballs. I see the contracts, and why do you think the other ones don't do like you do, Jasmin?
Okay. Well, first of all, Starboy, be really
That's
doing...
me, man, talking. That's
okay. This is Starboy.
Yes, this is the hot part. The hot part of the.
You're
familiar with this show.
Okay, I'm like big love for B-Bad and big love for Militant.
Yeah, my big bro and
yeah. I think. Well, first and foremost, in any business situation, you gotta have a conversation. People have to communicate in business. If anybody feels any kind of way, you as the artist and the person for your brand, you have to go and have a business conversation. And that's number one, right? So you know me, I'm going to tell you, you got to have a business conversation. That's number one. I think number two, it goes back to contracts. That lays out everything that you're doing, what's going to happen, rules of engagement, if there's any future incentives. And then number three, you have to understand that every situation and event is different. It has its own budget. It has its own intentions. It has its own restrictions. So, even if there is free performances in the past, unless your contract says, you have rights to so many free doors or whatever. Each event is independent. And I know it's hard to hear, but I think that's why that communication is really key, to sit down in the beginning and be like, and then maybe having that understanding and advocating, like, maybe I don't get paid. Can I get 3 months of free admission to the upcoming events? But you have to, those things have to be laid out. And I can say, just for me, it took me one crazy bad situation not doing that up in the beginning to just be like, I can't again. And so I like to think that, like, an agreement in any way, shape, or form protects me and it protects the person working with me. That way, what they need and want is clear, and what I need and want is clear. And so, but I will say, again, step one is you got to envision yourself as a brand in a business and have those clear business conversations beforehand. I think sometimes Anchorage is also more chill with how we talk to each other and do business. Like, hey, in the Facebook, you want to do a song? Cool. But you still have to circle back, even if it's bulleting things. And you can make a contract in inbox on Facebook and be like, date, time, what I'm going to do, what I'm not going to do, what I'm asking for it. So I'm just saying that, like, I think if we do more of that kind of stuff and really have those conversations up front, there won't be those hurt feelings. And then maybe that goes in your contract. Maybe you make a contract that just says, if Elephant Madness performs for free, our compensation is we would like 1 or 2 free admissions to your next event. Or we need, a few tickets for the next 2 months, but only you can determine what you're worth and what that is and what you're asking for. And then it's a lot easier to go to promoters and be like, this is what I expect and need. Can you do that? And they might say, sounds good, and you both sign and date. Or they might say, I cannot do that. And then you're okay saying, I still respect you, no love lost. I can't do it this time. So that's the mindset that kind of has to change. And I promise you, I feel like if that's kind of more, it's easier to be like, you know what, thank you, no thank you. And then I have to carry them feelings, you know what I mean? And at least and then each event is handled independently. It may work for some, it may not work. But if that's your ask, that's reasonable. You just got to put it on paper and be like, anybody who takes Elephant Madness, I don't mind doing stuff for free pending. I can get into the next event for free or whatever the case is.
Definitely. Now, let me ask you a question. Just, this one is the hard version. You are my boss, so sometimes I don't want to be kicked out. Let me be careful and ask these questions carefully and hotly. Okay. Do you think it is right to charge at the door, for promoters to charge at the door, but not compensate the artist that is going to be entertaining the people?
Okay, hold on, let me think. So you're talking about the same event. So you're saying you're going to perform at an event.
Yes.
And you're not going to get paid at that event, and then you get charged at the door. No,
let's say, okay, I call you, Jasmin, I want you to perform for my event. Yeah, but I don't have no money for you to perform. But also I am charging at the door. I am charging people to come watch you perform, but I don't have nothing to give you.
So the way, so the way I would handle that is, I need you to perform for me at this event, and you're going to get so many free tickets to include yourself. I don't know. Does that answer the question? I wouldn't I personally I wouldn't have you perform and then I charge you to get in. I would just have our agreement say that you're performing for free for a set amount of time or so many songs. In exchange, you get in for free in so many admissions. So that's how I do it.
Definitely. And over here, what is your takes on artists in general? And the reason I'm asking this question, because artists always ask, why am I not selected? Why didn't they select me for this show? How do you go about selecting artists for the show?
Yeah, I go about selecting artists from the show based off the demographic for the event. I go based off if they're stage ready, that's a big one. I try to always show extra love, especially the artists that I know are kind of doing this more so as their full-time job versus more of a side hustle. I think that's important. And then I also go based off, what artist I think understands how to bring something like to the stage and knows how to interact with the customers really. And then I also think sometimes about like connection. If I know I have people coming from, New York, is there an artist here that's always about that? If I know this person has a style over here, which is more energy, this person's more chill, this person's more this, sometimes it's not personal. It's actually never personal. It's just kind of about what's best for the event and strategy mixed with either what artist has potential and they haven't had an opportunity, or who can do good on stage and kind of like wow a crowd. That's kind of how my brain works.
Definitely. Now, with that being said, what is your honest take on our hip hop scene as a whole? This is hard question, though. Jasmin, don't be nice to them, man. I know. Give them the fire, because they need to hear. If you ask me, I think we are doing horribly.
Good.
As a whole. Yeah, we lack direction. We lack network connection and brain connection, and jealousy is killing us. But what is your takes?
I mean, honestly, I don't think hip hop is doing terrible in Anchorage. I really feel like you have a lot of artists out there making content. You have some studios that are coming up and supporting music. I think you have like diverse voices and styles and flows. And I think, this is just me personally, compared to maybe 10 or so years ago, I see more people trying to show up for each other's stuff than before. I feel like back then it was very much like camps and silos, and you go sometimes and you leave, right? Or you'd perform and then you leave. But I feel like right now, I don't know. I feel like it's just a different level of unity. I think, of course, there's more to learn. I think our hip hop community definitely needs specific business tools. As an artist, artistry and music and production, I think it's fantastic. I do think we still need help with business. Like we talked about earlier, like they still have to understand you are your brand and your brand is you. And even if you're hardcore hip hop from the streets or whatever the case it is, you're still a business, and you have to know how to advocate and negotiate and make business moves. Otherwise, you're not going to get called, right? And so I think that's an area that we really do have to work on. Like we got to get more legit and unified in that sense. Otherwise, what you're talking about is going to always happen. If you're like, if one person says, I'll do it all for free, and one person says, I'm going to do it for $1,000, and there's no communication, and they're not unified on the business side, you're not going to be able to honestly have those kind of conversations with any venue or promoter if people know you're not talking and on the same page. So music wise, I think it's doing good. There's a lot of people out there doing their thing. It's a lot of music out there. People's faces are showing up. I just think business wise, you got to get that part together.
Definitely. And that's why we have our future mayor, Jasmin Smith. Yeah. Now, I'll say we have 5 more minutes. Okay. I know boss have to go take care of some other things. Boss, let's make it hot. Give me your all-time 5 best artists, rappers in Alaska. You see this show. Okay.
Now and in the past?
Give me 5 of them.
Okay.
For rap.
Okay. I'm not gonna say best. Can I just say my favorites? I gotta do best. I don't want to do best. Gotta be my favorites. I can't do best. Oh Lord, I am not qualified.
I can't be biased even towards my boss. You have to give them.
I will be disclaimer number 1. I am no one to determine who I think is the best per se, but I will say who I see out there that I think is good.
I'm gonna delete that part.
Oh my God. He's gonna try to get me. So don't try to edit me out of this.
Okay.
Now this is what I'm about to do to get Starboy. Okay, so I really respect I like Duckman. I like Duckman. I think Duckman's really, really good. I will say also
like him. He ain't come to my show yet. Sit down. He did the online one, but
look, him on his feelings. Yeah. People that I've also liked before, I really liked Jay Reader. I've always loved Jay Reader.
Jay Reader? Okay, Jay Reader again. Jay Reader? Okay, we got Duckman.
I like Duckman. I like Jay Reader. I will say I've always loved Bishop Slice too.
Bishop Slice?
Yeah.
Can you understand what Bishop Slice is saying?
I mean, What do you mean?
When Bishop Slab,
He has a good delivery and a good flow.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Not always, but the flow, the way he does it is really
the
good.
flow is fire.
The flow is fire. So I don't know. It's like, he be out here like telling me to rob a bank or something. I'm like, okay. You said 5.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, we got Duckman.
You're so silly. J. Raider, Bishop Slice. Man.
Got 2 more.
Okay. Lord, remember y'all, disclaimer, I said I'm not qualified to do the best. I'm just saying
she's the best to judge them. Yes.
This is
that's right.
who just popped in my head. So don't, please, y'all. Just don't.
Oh my God. 2 left.
Two more. I mean, there's so many that I like. So you're making me nail it down to a smaller amount. Cause I don't want to say wrong stuff and hurt people's feelings.
2 more.
If I say like everybody's amazing.
No, 2 more. We need 2 more.
Okay.
Because your artist selection means very much to them.
Okay. Well, but remember, keep this like I'm not. There's a whole bunch more. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I love everybody's stuff. Everybody's good. It's not my favorites per se. I'm just saying like who I
You think is the best? Yes.
No, not the best, but just like who I've heard. He's trying to bait me hardcore, and I'm not gonna do it.
That's right.
Okay. Who has it? Duckman, J. Reader,
Bishop Slice. What? Sorry. My connection sometimes.
Okay. Anyways, I'm like, okay, and then there's so many that I like. I also. Who else has a...
I need to work harder, man. Jasmin don't know y'all, man.
It's not that. It's just that I am very diplomatic. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I listen to a lot of y'all in my car. I just be like, yeah. So
maybe too nice, boss.
I know I really am. It's so hard. I like red text too.
Are you going to put red text in the all time?
Wow, this is almost like that.
I'm asking you.
Then okay. I thought it was who I was listening to in the car. I know you want me to have like a whole.
No. Give me the best of all time. You
Jesus. Okay. Well, so if we're gonna go back, I would definitely. Of course, you can't not have Joker.
I was about to say, oh Lord.
Well, no, I thought you just wanted me to be like, who are you listening to? So, like, of course.
Give me who you best, then we're going who you listening to right now.
Okay, so Joker? I like Joker.
All time.
I like Duckman. I like Starbucks. I think he has good music. Starbucks is another one I really like.
Really? All the time.
I was really back in when we had AK-49er days. I really liked that group. I remember
familiar with
okay, that was you're kind of young.
Too old, yeah.
Okay, he's like, I'm dating myself. It's all good. So that's like 4. I was like back there, and we had Brandon's crew and all of them. And then who else? Then I'm just trying to think of.
You said Duckman.
Yeah, I said Starbucks.
This is.
I went back to when I was first getting started in my days. AK-49er days. I said that, and then one more. Oh. And there's a whole generation before. I have to like that before me. But I'm trying to think who else that I was really listening to. I'm trying to go back in my head. Don't forget I went to Chigiag too, so it's not like I was out here. Oh, yeah. You gotta just give me 5 points for like I was in the suburbs, y'all.
Yeah. One more.
One more. I'm thinking. I'm listening to my playlist in my head. Probably.
It's about to overheat. You can tell.
Okay.
So it's worse.
And I'll say Tay. I love Tay too.
I was just holding that name here. Like,
no, and I have more than this. No, of course, but
And Tay Tarantino, you said.
Yes. Let me get off my phone. That's so rude. My bad. Sorry, business. But yes.
Tay Tarantino. Okay. Okay, I always ask people this question before we go. This is going to be my last question before you close it.
Okay.
Tay Tarantino or Duckman, if you had to select one to represent us, who's going to go?
Oh my gosh. Look.
Just one. Just give us the name. Cameron's going to die.
He's going to beat me up. I can't pick one. I'm so sorry. I can't do it.
Give me one.
I'm so sorry. I cannot do it. He's trying to get me and I can't do it. I love everybody. All the artists, they're great. Everybody's awesome. I said what my first thought was. Yeah. I can't pick one. They are both amazing. What I will say though is I've known Duckman longer. I remember him from back in like when I was earlier and he was making beats in his garage. So there's definitely a history there and I'm very, very proud of him. So, and I'm from the East Side, so I get it. So like, but I would be happy with either of them leading us and taking us where we have to go. That is my diplomatic politician answer.
Yeah. I think you should cancel all of them and just take Starboy if you ask me.
And
But anyways,
if I now you know if I said Starboy, I would look so biased.
Because I'm the
Starboy,
I'm the hardest rapper in Alaska.
Okay.
Man, no document, no tape, none of that. It's me. And they know it. Thank you very much, Jasmin.
Thank you.
This is just the first one. We're gonna have bring you again.
Okay.
Since you are the leader of the community now.
I survived. Your stuff is intense.
Alaska great again. You are making
Oh Lord
great again. You are
I'm so done with you.
to levels that you know me. I can only say the truth and where the truth is.
You definitely be saying what you feel like. That's
you are
for
making
sure.
Mountain View great again, and the community is taking you as a leader. And not only that, you have Umoja for us here. If you guys don't know where I film now and all this stuff I be talking about is thanks to Jasmin. She's making the way. And if you didn't hear the new song, it's a shout out to Jasmin Smith.
Oh, thank you.
Umoja is paving the way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jasmin, and we'll be back to do many more.
All right.
That's our community leader and our future mayor of Alaska and Mountain View. Thank you very much. See you later.